Hey everyone, Novus8 is here. Welcome to another video of mine. Today we're going to be talking about the nerfs that are upcoming to the Korean and the global servers. The Korean patch note has indeed been released and we are going to be seeing some drastic nerfs here. As you can see here, crossbow and orb both are getting some nerfs here, along with some buffs to staff and wand for in terms of PvE. The one thing that's, as you can see here, is going to get nerfed by crossbow is selfless diffusion. This has been the bread and butter of basically all the top DPS class for PvE for the past few months. Battle Weaver, Fury, and Crucifix. Selfless diffusion, essentially how this ability works is every auto attack that you do extends the weakened effects that you have applied on the target by 0.05 seconds for every auto attack. And you can definitely infinitely stack these effects. In particular, detonation mark is the one that you want to extend infinitely. With deadly marker into your party, essentially you just have 100% uptime of selfless infusion, and you can just infinitely stack your detonation mark, and that's how people are able to blow up the detonation mark for such huge damage on bosses. Essentially, what this means for us exactly is that you can only apply this effect up to 100 times. So every 100 auto attacks essentially means that you can only extend your weakened effects by 5 seconds total for a maximum of 5 seconds. So your detonation mark can only be extended to a maximum of 8 seconds for the duration of selfless diffusion. The only way for you to be able to do this is to selfless diffusion cooldown goes down below 8 seconds, which is pretty much impossible at this point, just because of the cap for cooldown reduction. Even with the maximum cooldown, your selfless diffusion goes down to 16.4 seconds, and if with deadly markers, I don't even know if it's possible for you to reach below 8 seconds. You could possibly do it. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to do some more testing on that. So that's going to be quite a huge nerf to Expo Orbs. The other orb nerf that we're going to be seeing here is actually be pertaining to Stellar Dash. Stellar Dash first specialization here. Essentially, this specialization is going to get nerfed to the point where you're doing just less damage. It's not going to affect the other classes so much that it uses orb, but with Crucifix, essentially where you're spamming the heck out of Stellar Dash, this is going to be a huge nerf. Since this is basically the bread and butter, like your main attack skill for this class here. And then one other thing to note too is Time Leap will not affect selfless diffusion anymore, since according to this patch note, basically it's only going to affect attack and control skills, and selfless diffusion is considered a survival skill. So you wouldn't even be able to reset the cooldown of selfless diffusion anymore with Time Leap with this upcoming patch. And then of course we can talk a little bit about the buffs that we are seeing with staff. We're seeing the serial firebomb and the focus firebomb increase in damage by about 33% each, essentially. And the fireball barrage, we're seeing a 50% increase in damage, and this is against all monster damage as well. So you're not going to be seeing this on dummies or on PvP. Wand, you're going to see the same thing with monster damage increase for your curses, particularly your Touch of Despair, your Corrupted Magic Circle, and your Tevin's Wand if you have that. I think this will basically kind of keep the Crucifix damage on par to both Enigma and the Oracle class in terms of DPS. I do have builds for all three classes. If you would like a video on those, feel free to comment down below, and I can definitely put a video out for those three classes on description in more detail on how those classes work, as well as rotations, anything along those lines. Those three classes, I mean, those Enigma and Oracle, they're both actually pretty high up there in DPS. They just don't compare to what Crucifix can do currently, but maybe with the patch or with the nerfs that are upcoming, we will see similar damage outputs between all three classes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.